Hello, I'm here to talk about the importance of early childhood education. Early childhood education is anything prior to kindergarten. So from birth to 5 years old, believe it or not, the minute your child is born, they're learning things. This is a very crucial time in their development. Between birth and 5 years old is when they start to learn language development, social and emotional development, and cognitive development. These are huge things for kindergarten to learn prior to kindergarten. What does early childhood teach us? It teaches physical and motor skills. It teaches respect between others, conflict resolutions, problem solving skills, health and well being, communication, general knowledge, emotional maturity, self care, acceptable behaviors, and social competence. Also, the understanding of diversity. I think that school centers are important because if you were at home with a parent, you're not going to be learning those same things that you would in an open world. So versus if you were with a caretaker, at a personal center, at a franchise center, as long as you know it's somebody that will take care of your child, I think it's important for their development. First is language development. It's important to start early with language development because it occurs at a rapid pace. So like I mentioned, between 0 and 5, that's when your baby's watching you. They're saying anything you're saying. They're little parrots. They will repeat what you say. So that is a crucial time between 0 and 5 to have them in early education centers and be teaching early education. This is when they start learning advanced language skills by developing their vocabulary and controversial skills through daily activities. So that ties in again with them going to school because if they were in early education preschool centers, they can learn those language skills. They can know when to tell their teacher they need to use the restroom. When they have a conflict with their friend, they can work it out. When they have something they want positive to say to their friend, it teaches them those language skills and what to say when they want something. Social and emotional is a huge thing prior to kindergarten. This is super stressed because in addition to cognitive skills, they're also learning, like I said, how to work with their friends, how to sort out their differences. And this is why I strongly believe they do need to go to early education centers, because if it was just you and your child, they're going to learn how to communicate with you, but they're not going to learn how to communicate with other children their age. They may have one sibling or so their age, but being in a school center, they'll learn more around children their age and how to use those social and emotional skills. And a lot of parents believe, well, there's a checklist once they get to kindergarten. They need to know their ABCs, their letters. The huge thing for kindergarten, and as an educator myself, is can they get along with their friends? Can they sit at a desk for a long period of time and know when to transition to the next thing? And that's something that social and emotional needs to be developed before going to kindergarten. Also is cognitive development. That's good in child programs because it provides development appropriate curriculum that gives the ability to children to make specific cognitive skills. This would be things such as the letters and the numbers and tying their shoes and certain basically the basic things you need to learn, which a lot of parents will argue, well, I can teach my child that. Of course, you can, but when you have licensed educators to do these things, they have been taught the ways to teach the children those things. Statistics show between birth and 5, 90% of what the child is learning is before they're 5 years old. So after they turn 5 years old, only 10% of what they're learning is getting soaked in at that point. So between birth and 5, the language, cognitive, and social and emotional is developed 90%. So that is a huge thing between birth and 5. Another statistic that was shown is children that don't go to early education centers and children that don't have early education are 25% more likely to drop out of school. They're 40% more likely to become a teen parent. They're 50% more likely to be placed in special education. They're 60% more likely to be near to attend college, and 70% more likely to be arrested for violent crimes. So this is actually a statistic from Kansas schools, and this was they ran in their state in 2014. And lastly, this one really shocked me. This was actually from Education Research Center as the United States as a whole in 2015. So as you see, the friends that didn't go to preschool or early education centers, they were a lot less percentage to graduate in a professional degree, a bachelor's degree, some college, high school, or any high school at all. So the percentages were a lot lower for the people that did not attend preschool versus the people that did attend preschool. So it's definitely important to have some type of early education, whether, like I said, that is a caretaker, if that's a personal preschool, an in-home preschool, somebody where your child's having interaction with other children their age and a caretaker. Children who receive assistance in their early education years are also more successful in school. As adults, they can have higher employment earnings, so they start to learn the things they need for kindergarten versus getting to kindergarten and just feeling like they got dropped out into the water. It also sets a routine for children. That's a huge thing for children because they do well with routines. As I am a preschool teacher now, my kids like being on a schedule. It helps them know when the next transition time. It lets them know when things are in order. And that's good to know before getting to kindergarten. Otherwise, you're going to be used to what you're doing at home and you're going to not understand why you're in school and what you're there for, which statistics have showed holds a lot of children back because they're not ready for the things socially and emotionally that they need for kindergarten. So, in conclusion, I believe that it's very important for children to have early education, whether it be a center, whether it be a personal caretaker, somebody other than just their parent, because it is very important for their development of learning. Thank you, guys.